Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Gagan Thakur, and in this video we are going to learn about subflows. Now subflows are great. If you know about subdialog and if you know about subflows, there might be a question that what is the difference between subdialog and subflow. Okay, what happens that in case of subdialog you write a different application altogether. You call that application, you pass all the data to that application, and then the application get loaded in the memory. It consumes more memory, of course. Okay, and then you call the application, you come back to your calling application, and that's how it works. Okay, so it's a load on the memory because you are going to consume more memory in case of subdialog. Now in case of subflow, what you can do is you can break your code to multiple parts, but you will put everything in the same call, in the same application. So you are not creating multiple applications, but it's kind of creating modules. Okay, so you can call subdialog, you can do certain functionalities, and then you can come back. So if there is a purpose of functionality that you want to reuse in your application, okay, let's say in my application I want to do identification. I want to if this customer says payments, I want to go to a different module called payment. If they say I want to authenticate myself, I go to a different module. So what we used to do earlier was we used to create different applications or different modules. Okay, and then we used to call these different applications as a subdialog. Okay, that was an approach which would be used before, but now we use subflow. So in subflow we can actually put the different logics in different subflows. Like authentication logic is in one subflow, balance inquiry is in another subflow, payment is in another subflow. So we can create multiple subflows, and then we can reuse these subflows throughout our application. Okay, that's the beauty of it, and it's also saves a lot ton of memory as well. So it's also advantage of that. Okay, so let me show you the subflow. So if you go to the element panel, okay, so in the element panel here you will see something called subflow element. Okay, so if you need to create a new subflow, okay, here I'll just right click and I will say new, and I'll say subflow. Okay, and then I will give a name of the subflow. So I will, let's say, new customer subflow, for example. Okay, I'll say new, sorry, new customer subflow. Okay, so if you see here, this is the f flow that we are right now doing everything, and then there is another flow created called subflow. It's called new customer. Okay, so now I will put my logic here. So if user presses one or says, I'm a new customer, okay, we play congrats, you're a new customer. And then I want to do something else. Okay, let's say I want to again offer them again, provide them some options, or maybe give them some offers. Okay, so what I'll do is I will use a menu again. Okay, so I will use two option menu here. Okay, so I'll put it here. Yeah, okay, the debugger is actually started, that's why it's saying that. So we'll go to the debug perspective and we'll simply kill this guy from here. Okay, uh, now so you can name it anything. So let me name it new customer DM. Okay, new customer offer DM, for example. Okay, and then I want to play here something like, I'll go to audio initial. I'll call it initial prompt, because we can have initial prompt, no mesh prompt, no input prompt, that we have not implemented yet, but going forward we are going to implement those. I will talk about this. I'm just trying to start from a very simple application, and then we are start adding more complexities to it. Okay, so this is a new customer offer DM. Okay, now here in the initial prompt, I will say uh, we have some exciting offers for you. Press 1 to know offer 1, or press 2 to know offer 2. Okay, it's just a dummy prompt I'm trying to play. So now I'm asking the caller that you can either press 1 or you can press 2. Okay, now so here again we'll do the same thing in the settings. We'll say that option, if you presses 1, it should be considered as first offer. Okay, or you can also say first. Okay, both are same. If he says first or press 1, both are valid. And option 1 value would be offer one. Okay, and so if you see in the debug or in the logs, you will see this offer one coming when user says something. Okay, just this time when we debug, you can notice this. Okay, and option 2 DTMF, so I'll say 2. I'll say if you say second offer or something, okay, then we are going to return offer 2 here. Okay, so this is done. Now I will add another audios here. Okay, I'm not doing any operations in here. Okay, so let me align these two guys. There you go. And I'll say next, I'll say go here, and let me align them also so that it looks good. And then if option 1, go here. If option 2, go here. And just for symbolic representation, I am going to name it to uh, offer 1 pp, and I'm going to name it to offer 2 pp. Okay, and here I'll play a quick message. So let's go to audio item. I'll say uh, uh, congratulations, you opted offer 1. Okay, and the same kind of message I can play for this guy as well, where I can go to audio, initial audio, and I'll say congratulations, you opted for offer 2. Simple, right? Okay, I'll remove this for now. Okay, so this is it. And then now if you see one thing, if I try to use hang up here, okay, it will not allow me to use hang up. So in sub dialog, you cannot hang up the call. Okay, you need to go back to the calling call flow. For that, what will you use? You will use subflow return. Okay, so this is the element that you need to use, subflow return. Okay, and so we're saying that go here or go here. Then again, if you see this, that we have not specified what should happen in case of maximum match and maximum input. We are saying please go back to the calling application in case there is maximum match and maximum input. We'll learn about how to handle maximum match and maximum input in the later videos for sure. Okay, so this is how you see. Okay, so yeah, this is done. Now how will we call this? So very simple, we'll go to the again to the calling application. Then there is something called subflow call. I will come here from in this element there is a drop down, new customer. Now it is linked to new customer. Sorry, is it? Yes. And I can also rename it to new customer subflow. Okay, you can name it anything. And now we don't want to go to hang up, we want to go here. So let me align this guy, and then I will say now go here. Okay, so what we have done is we are saying that don't directly end the call, go to this subflow, let the caller choose the options, and then end the call. Okay, so this is it. Now this is a very simple call flow, so it's exactly the same flow, but now we are going to subflow. Okay, so let's see if we are able to debug this, or if I need to again kill the processes, but let's try it out. So I will again go to, okay, another best practice is you should always validate just to make sure that nothing is failing. Okay, now I'll again try to okay, relaunch. Let's see if it works. I believe it's working. Let's see. It's just deploying the application. Give it some time. uh, okay, cool. So server has started. I'll clear this. And now if you see, when I it will first go here, it will play something which you won't be able to hear, I believe. Then it will go here, then I will press 1. If I press 1, it will go to this, and then it will go to this subflow. In the subflow, it will offer two options. I will choose, let's say 1. It will again come back, it will again return okay, subflow return here to come here, and then the call should hang up. This is what the ideal situation is. Okay, so let's see what happens. Okay, so connect. So okay, nothing is happening ideally. Okay, so let me actually relaunch this. Let me clear this. So this is what I have observed, that um, you know If I try to terminate and run again, it doesn't work properly. I don't know what's wrong, but let's give it a shot. Otherwise, we can do this in the next video. But let's try it out one more time. Okay, so it's deploying the application again. Give it a minute. Starting the Cisco VXML server started, and okay, the server started, but this button is grayed out. I believe it's the same issue. Might need to kill some processes maybe, which was going on in background. So let me see if I found something for Java, or else I can see what's wrong, and we can do it later. That's also not a problem. Or yeah, so I'll show you in the next video. But so basically, this is how the Subflow works. Okay. Now we will implement the subflow for all these three, because these are all separate functionalities. Now just imagine that this was a very simple subflow where we were just playing something. But if I want to create a huge flow inside this, where I want to do ton of operations. Okay, so if I keep all the operations in here, it will this will not be readable, first thing, and it will be a very tightly coupled application, right? But if I create a subflow, it will be a bit loosely coupled also. So that's why for all these operations we are going to create a new subflows, and then after that we are going to add more complexities. So I hope this was helpful. Thank you.